Imagine you're going to go to college, right? College, university, you name it. And you have to decide what you want for your degree. Now, if you're like anything like me, like not even 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, you would have picked a degree based on what you thought you needed. And that would have already been a fear-based decision because, as you know, who I am supposedly, I would have chosen a need-based degree based on what I thought I needed to survive and to meet people's expectations of me. You know, like science and math and things I thought I liked about myself, which were actually so fear-mongered. That would have been fear-based decision-making for my degree in college. That's if you're me. And if you probably would have done what you wanted, which is fair enough. I would have chosen a fear-based decision. And that would have been only towards my needs and my survival expectations. And meeting the expectations of people as well. Yeah. No. You want to be in a place of making a love decision of what you want to do, or at least what you think is better for you in the long run. What's for your own best interest, and not just the decisions of other people, and what they think is best for themselves, for you, for your life, which is not fair to begin with. Make a decision for your own life based on what you think is good for the way you love yourself and treat yourself better, and respect your own decisions. Respect the decisions you make and not make them all about the wrong things, and don't make them about things that you think you need, but they could be solved with other decisions. For example, instead of making decisions like that about science and math, or about psychology, or about business or marketing or sales, or even about freaking like stuff like that, or like trades, or engineering. I could choose something like in the arts. Now, I'm kind of glad. On one hand, I was pissed off the first time I heard about this. My dad took the social arts when I was in college the first time. When he picked that, I was like, what the heck, man? Dad, I didn't want to be in social arts. I would have at least thought social arts and sciences or science. It's like, it's only arts, damn it. But as I learned over time, it was the best case scenario for me to have that. In other news, if I didn't know I was an artist the first time, in the time I was getting my childhood throughout adulthood, I probably would have had a hard time anyways. So that saved my life multiple times in my whole lifetime anyways, realizing that I was an artist. And having to debate that over the years kind of sucked, but it was a process I had to go through. So for my love-based decisions, I would indeed already be choosing to try to be an artist. And that is a part of my social skills topic for today. I'm not going to talk about this video anyways, but like, as far as the social skills concerned, it is a social skill having to communicate with yourself. How to know what you're saying from the inside. Having to know what you mean when you say something and you don't act on it intentionally, and you don't look like you're doing what you said you would do. That's a social skill. Knowing how to communicate with yourself, what you actually want and what you think your needs are. And what your actual needs are, and not just saying them just because you think they have to be accepted that certain way. Your needs aren't expectations. Your needs are things you feel like you deserve to have in your life because you respect yourself. Those are your needs. And that's a hard way to distinguish that if that's being theoretical or abstract, or boundless, or a little too poetic, or finessed. But you know what I mean. Those are the needs I'm talking about. Make a love-based decision based on your needs. And make the needs things you actually care about yourself for. So if you're like me, you should go back to art school. You should go back to like things that you care about doing for the love of what you can do for people and for yourself. And not just out of a need decision that you think it has to be made or else fear-mongering will happen and ensue. Make a love-based decision based on your needs. And love yourself. And remember that your social skills are not the end-all be-all. You can always make a love-based decision despite your social skills. Take care, guys. Otto Crosswind.